and for what we're doing going in the future. And I'd also like to congratulate Paul Richardson for becoming the single season leading receiving yards in the history of Colorado. And then talk a little bit about our quarterback Cepho. Played really well. Got hit on the arm on the one interception, but came back, made some really good plays. I can think that maybe y'all are starting to see a little bit of what I see, and hopefully he'll just keep improving, and I know he will. There's no way he'll get the big. I just asked his little sister out there, and she said, "Yeah, he did okay." So, it's exciting there. You know, Michael Atkins showed his speed again. Christian Powell showed his toughness again. Our offensive line, I thought, did some really good things. They brought a lot of stuff at us. I thought they did a good job. Defensively, I thought we did a good job. There at the end, they gained some yards there. We were playing our backers a little deeper, which hurts you on the run, and Bigelow's really quick. So we wanted to get on him quick. As you saw earlier in the game, we got him quick. But when the play action, so that we kind of gave up a few yards. Really, at one point, time was more in our favor than points. And then, of course, Nelson Spruce made a good play on the one, and we didn't do as good on the next one. I think the guy might have mishit it, but we got to get on it. It was we didn't know if it was going to get 10 or not. It's something we got to work on. So just overall, pleased with everything, and just happy for the fans and for our players that we got that W today.
Mike, you've always talked about staying the course, regardless of what happens when you're building a program. Just stay the course. I know that's important, but when you get a win like this, how much does it reinforce the fact what you're doing right?
Well, I think it validates to the players their hard work is paying off. They're staying home on Thursday nights, not going out, doing the things they're supposed to do. Those little discipline things that you start going, well, we're not winning right now. Why are we doing that? Now this validates you. You just keep staying the course. You keep working. You keep planting the seeds. You keep watering the seeds, and eventually they start to sprout. You know, or nowhere are we there yet by any stretch, but this is a good step in the right direction.
How special is Paul Richardson becoming, and has he become?
I think he's real special, and just the way he's worked. I mean, he's had a hurt ankle, and you know, the Washington game, he came to me 5 minutes before the receivers went out to warm up. He said, "Coach, I want to try it." I said, "Well, I'm not making you try it. Right now, you're out." He goes, "I'm going to go try it." And he came to me, and I had the trainers watch him, and he played. And then tonight, he wasn't able to practice really until Wednesday full speed, and he kind of went through it and took a little time off late in the week trying to make sure we. And then he went out there tonight and played valiantly, and very proud of Paul Richardson and what he means to this team, and how, you know, some guys in his situation say, I don't, you know, I'll be all right, you know, but no, he is truly a team player,
That's a pretty good offense, you guys. I mean, passing on us particularly in your secondary, they really couldn't get open against you guys. How happy were you to see that after the last few weeks?
I was really happy, and you know, they're starting to well. One of the things that teaches you in the secondary to get better is to get toasted. Because now you know, and I know it sounds funny, but now you know, I better be outside leverage, I better be inside leverage, I better know where my help is, I better have my eyes in the right spot. And they're starting to do that more. But the other thing that helped us was our pass rush. We had good pass rush. He was under harass, and that helps the secondary. The best pass defense is a quarterback laying on his back. And we were able to do that some night. I thought some of the guys had some good rushes. I thought Jim did a good job with them, and they're really starting to listen to the little things we tell them, and that's making a difference. And I think that's what you were saying a minute ago. You do those little things over and over, and eventually it hits. Now they go, wow, that does work, and it validates some of that to them.
You guys have 2 games left. Need 2 wins for bowl eligibility. How important is it for this program to be playing important games in late November?
Well, I think it's real important. I know a lot of people thought I was crazy when I kind of mentioned that a while back. And I thought that we could win some games here. I still do. I still think we can win some more left. They're going to be tough, and they're really good football teams. But now there's a little bit more to play for. Senior Day's awesome for the seniors, but now the seniors actually have a little bit more to play for. So do the players out there. And so when they come back Sunday, I guarantee you they're going to be a little bit more tuned up and a little bit sharper. I wish they were always that way, but they'll be a little bit more on their P's and Q's, and they'll be watching a little extra film. And, you know, so they'll be excited about what's going on.
Mike, Cal's really struggled on defense. When you watch film, where did you see they were vulnerable, and how could you attack them?
Well, you know, we felt like they were going to have to blitz to get. You know, when you really truly look at. I saw a statistic today where Stanford has the most 3- and 4-man rush sacks of a quarterback of any team in the country in the last 2 years or 3 years.
Mhm.
That's why they're so good on defense. So if you have to blitz to get to the quarterback all the time, you might say, well, the defensive coordinator, he gurued that up. Yeah, but it's feast or famine if you have to do it all the time. And we felt like our line could protect against them, we felt like. And we felt like they would have to blitz us some, and when they did, we could take advantage of it or really creep their guys down close to the line of scrimmage, and we were able to do that. You know, like the screenplay that we hit to Atkins was because they were blitzing us and they were having to play man, so we knew they'd rush upfield. We thought we could pick the guy on him, and we did, and then he made a guy miss, and he was gone. So that's an example of that. It doesn't have to always be a deep throw type thing.